Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. Apologies we didn't post last week, we've just been busy with little bits and bobs. We didn't do too much in terms of renovation or anything super interesting last week, so I didn't want to just waste your time with the video, but this week we've been doing little bits and bobs, so I'll keep you updated on everything that we've been up to. We've made some grape juice, we've been shopping, and a few other little bits and bobs as well, so let's get into it. The first thing to note is it finally rained last week. It was such a relief for all the fire drama that we had recently, and the smell in the air was just incredible. It's a long time since it rained here, so yeah, just such a relief. Also good to test the roof. It's the first time we've tested the roof with water, and luckily there were no leaks, thank God. Max was very interested. I think it might be the first time he's seen rain, so yeah, he was a little bit curious. But the temperature dropped at the same time, and it was just really nice. We could be outside all day. There was, when it wasn't raining. Although it has picked back up in the last 2 days. Again, it's 30 odd degrees today, so hopefully soon it'll be cool every day. Also this week, we've been doing quite a lot of shopping. So I took a day out of work and we drove up to Coimbra. Coimbra is the nearest city to us. It used to be the capital of Portugal, before Lisbon. Big university city, really nice big shopping centre there as well. So we went around all the home furniture stores, all the decoration stores for myself and for my mum's house as well. We bought tools, we bought lights. All the light fittings in the house are all really bad, so we bought some of those. We're trying to go with a theme of like black and green in the kitchen, so we bought some paint, we bought a sanding tool, all the stuff that we're going to need to make the house look a little bit better, a little bit more modern. We also bought these really nice fairy lights on the balcony. We've put them up, you can see them here. Quality's not very good at night, but they look really, really nice. So when we're not stargazing, then we'll have these on when we're having a nice drink on the balcony in the evening. It'll be really nice in the winter as well when the nights really start closing in. The most fun we had this week though was definitely making some of the grape juice. We have a load of grapes dotted around the land and around the garden, so we wanted to try and make some juice. We've seen other YouTubers do it, so I've never done anything like this before. So I took a challenge upon myself to test it, do a little test run just with a few grapes to see if I could make them. The problem is these grapes are wine specific grapes, so they're very bitter. When you taste them, there's a very acidic taste to them. So I thought this was going to be a big failure, it wasn't going to work. But here we go, here I am picking some of the grapes anyway, and I'm just going to do the green ones for now, just to try it, and then if it works we can do it again. First step was to clean them, get them all cleaned up, get all the dirt off them. You can see there's a little ladybug here as well, a few bugs in there. It's really nice. Once they were clean, it was time to mash them. Now I know this is traditionally done with your feet, but I decided to use my hands because I'm a bit grossed out with feet, to be honest with you. And it was only a few, so it wouldn't take me very long. But it was very fun, very satisfying. These grapes are really interesting. The actual inside is very well held together. They come out the skin really easily, so I'm not sure why that is. But once they were mushed, I made a bit of a mistake here because I actually threw a lot of the pulp away and I just sieved the liquid out before I boiled them. So I put the liquid into a pot, turned it on to boil, and then realised that actually you're supposed to boil it with the pulp first. So I added the pulp back in that I didn't throw away, and carried on boiling for about 20 minutes. And then left that until seemed about right. It seemed about 20 minutes, something like that. It was steaming away. Didn't want it to burn, didn't want the skin to burn, so you have to constantly mix it for a while. I then strained it again, just to make sure there was no loose pieces in there. Got rid of all the extra pulp. And we put it in a nice bottle and put it in the fridge to try later. Now I didn't actually get any footage of us trying the grape juice because we're new to YouTube, so we're new to making videos and sometimes we forget. We just wanted to try it and see what it was like. So myself and Maya tried one glass each, we took a sip, and we were expecting that bitter sour taste to be there. I just kind of expected it to be a bit of a failure really. But actually they were super sweet. You can really taste the sugar in the grape, which obviously then turns to wine when you ferment it. So we were super pleased, and Maya was actually really quite impressed, which was nice because it's not what we were expecting at all. So next week's video is going to be me making a much bigger batch, maybe red and green. I don't know if you can mix them, maybe let me know in the comments below. But make another batch of green and a batch of red grape juice. We bought some nice new bottles as well to put it in. And yeah, they keep for about a week in the fridge apparently. So yeah, really excited to see that. And yeah, it's better than letting the grapes go to waste or throwing them away, because they really don't taste very good when you just eat them normally. One final thing I wanted to talk about this week was some of the wildlife we've got around here. We are surrounded by deer and by wild boar. And just as an example of how surrounded we are, the side of the house, the side entrance to the land, is very narrow. It's very hidden from the road and by the house. It's kind of in between. So it's very hidden. You can't see it from the back, from the fields. And you access it from the front or around the back of the garden. And you might have seen in the previous video, we had a big, large rose that was on its own. And I spoke about it in the previous video. It was really amazing, very resilient. It just grew out of one stem and one rose. Well, the day after we filmed that video, it was gone. It had just literally been chewed off, and the stem, everything was all gone. And we were like, what the hell's happened here? And I googled it, and apparently roses are deer's favourite food. So yeah, it just shows they obviously come right next to the house to have their meals. They're obviously not afraid. And if you come out in the night, you can hear, they call it in Portuguese brama, I think. And it's basically where the male deers are calling out for mates. They do this very loud scream. And one night I was putting the bins away, and I just heard this almighty scream, and it was not far away, maybe 10, 20 metres away. I ran very quickly back into the house because it sounded very close, and it was very spooky and eerie. And I weren't really sure what it was at the time, but yeah, you hear it now. Every 5-10 minutes or so, you hear from around the forest, you hear the deer calling out. It's really, really amazing. I'll try and record it for next week if I can, but sometimes they're very far away, so it can be impossible to hear. But yeah, it's just one of the perks of living in somewhere like this. You are really surrounded by nature. I'm looking to do a Q&A soon as well, so if you do have any questions about living here, living in Portugal, what the process is like moving to Portugal, buying a house, what's the cultures like, the language, the food, anything like that, please drop a comment of a question and we will do our best to answer. We'll do a Q&A for you. And yeah, because I know there's been lots of questions in the past, but we want them all in one place so we can make a video for you. Very finally, Max is doing very well. Don't know where he is. He's somewhere. Oh, he's on the tree over there. He loves climbing trees. He's doing really well. He's getting bigger. He's much more orange in the face now as well. So it's quite funny seeing him change from a kitten to a cat. Other than that, guys, that's it for this video. That's a quick update this week. Next week, as I say, we'll have the grapes and we'll see what else we get up to as well. But yeah, that's it for this week's video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Really do appreciate it. Please like and subscribe on the channel as well. And we'll see you in the next one. Cheers.